The Arc Risk module in xSpider software. The next generation of xSpider offers the unique possibility of using the Arc Risk module, which makes evaluation of the safety level for people operating LV switchboards possible. When people talk about safety evaluation of switchboards, they usually mean only protection of equipment to reduce damage and downtime. If we talk about safety of people, it is necessary to take into account not only protection against electric shock, but also arc flash hazard. Arc flash risk assessment is performed in order to protect personnel from the possibility of being injured by an arc flash. Arc flash accidents in LV can happen when you least expect. Arc flash is the consequence of an electric arc in the electrical system. It is important to know that arc flash with an arc current of more than 1000 amps can cause considerable damage, fire and injury. The effects of arc flash are similar to an explosion. Due to the very high energy of arc flash, the consequences can be very serious. An arc flash creates gas pressure in switchboards which may exceed 200 kilopascals, 2 kilograms per centimetre squared, or 20 tons per metre squared. Dangerous parts are spread up to 300 meters per second, approximately 1000 kilometers per hour, with an enormously high temperature of thousands of degrees. The temperature inside the affected switchboard can be up to 13,000 degrees centigrade. The arc flash risk assessment process can be described with the use of this chart. The first step is identification of hazards and risks. This must be performed by the customer or operator for the specified location. The second step is risk control of the LV switchboard, which covers features of protective measures. This is used for prevention of arc and for measuring reducing effects of arc flash. The third step is arc flash hazard analysis. Outputs of calculations are incident energy and arc flash boundary. The final fourth step is interpretation of the results. If the results of analysis are not good enough, improvement must be made to minimize the risk. If the installation is equipped with EATON switchboards, it is possible to simplify the described process by using the Arc Risk module and obtaining the safety level of switchboards. Arc Risk is a unique feature of xSpider software. You must keep in mind the fact that arc flash risk cannot be fully avoided during work activities. There are generally two methods of operation: normal operation or maintenance. Normal operation is an activity with a covered switchboard. This involves collection of information, reading of measured values, and operation of switches, etc. Maintenance is performed with open doors or front covers. Here, all activities must be performed very carefully. Actual jobs are things like testing of electrical parameters, commissioning, removing covers, working close to live parts, replacement of fuse links, and so on. This page shows a risk control chart. The black text at the bottom left means that this area is the responsibility of the operator. The other blue texts describe the offer by EATON. On the left, mention is made of typical protective measures which can be used for prevention of arc. In the worst case, when an arc flash is created, it is necessary to be prepared for reduction of arc flash consequences. This left part of the chart shows techniques available for prevention of arc. The right part of the picture shows which protective measures can be used for reduction of arc consequences. Dangerous energy can be reduced by use of optimal setting of circuit breakers, passive protection, ZSI, ARMS or EATON. If the thermal effect of arc flash is not mitigated enough, personal protective equipment, PPE, should be used. The human body is very sensitive to higher temperatures, and the consequences of arc flash for personnel can be very serious. The outcome of an arc flash can be catastrophic. Survivors of such injuries may require extensive treatment and rehabilitation. The costs of these injuries can be extreme, physically, emotionally, and financially. The best way of reducing the consequences of arc flash is reduction of arcing time. Incident energy is proportional to arcing time. This means that halving the duration cuts the incident energy in half. Arc flash hazard analysis provides measurable values which are needed for arc flash risk assessment. The main parameters are incident energy, working distance, and arc flash boundary. Incident energy is a measure of thermal energy at the working distance from the arc fault. It is measured in joules per centimetre squared. Working distance is specified as the distance between the potential point of arc flash and the worker. Applied, this is usually 300 mm or 455 mm. Arc flash boundary is the distance within which a person could receive second-degree burns from an arc flash incident. Arc flash hazard labelling gives a clear warning about the safety level of the switchboard. Personal protective equipment, PPE, helps with protection against the thermal effects of arc flash. Suitable PPE, which must be declared as arc flash resistant, should be selected. Classification of PPE is dependent on different standards and habits. Don't forget that PPE is only your last chance to reduce the thermal effect of arc flash.